Hi Aries, welcome to your April 2020 Twin Flame Soulmate Journey reading. Not really tied to April. Whenever you come upon this, if the title speaks to you, if the reading resonates, then it's your message. But it is a little easier to navigate the channel when I let you know when I'm recording it. Also, we are in the energy of a super pink full moon in Libra right now as I record this. So that energy will also be present as well. And for those of you who are new to the channel, welcome. I would love it if you would subscribe and join us here if you feel so called. And for those who are returning, wow, we did it. We got past that 5,000 subscriber hump. Onward to 10,000, right? I could not do this without your generous co-creative energy. And I appreciate you so much more than words can say. It has been a wild, exciting ride and adventure, and you've all been the biggest part of it. So I thank you for that. I thank you. I really do. And I am going to be pulling from a new deck. This is Colette Baron Reed's Spirit Animal. Yeah, Spirit Animal deck, as well as Denise Lynn's Sacred Traveler, and Light Seers Tarot is up for today. And all of that brought to you by those of you who have made very kind and generous donations to the channel. That is how I am choosing to use the donations. As they come in, I kind of pull them off to the side, and then I reinvest in you by going and picking some new decks. Okay, so thank you. Y'all have paid it forward back to yourselves. I like it, and I thank you. Okay, pulling 2 cards. This is for Aries, Sun and Rising. If this, it is for the collective. If it doesn't speak to you, that's okay. Just go ahead and watch the videos that represent your rising sign. For example, if you're here as an Aries sun, but you have a rising in a different sign, you can watch that. Or you can watch the rising and sun sign readings in this series for your divine counterpart. Sometimes there are good messages for you as a cross watcher. I know that personally. Masculine gets frog spirit. Clear out the clutter. Card 28. 2 and 8 is 10. That reduces down to a 1. It's kind of like a let's clear the slate. Declutter. This is perfect for the full moon, actually. So I love this energy for you if you are here as the masculine. If you're here as the feminine Aries, then this is your divine counterparts card. Feminine gets sandpiper spirit. Be playful. Perfect. Be playful now if you're here as the feminine Aries. We're in the midst of a global pandemic, for those that may be watching many moons from now. And there are a lot of restriction on us personally, professionally, even in our own families, socially. It's really hard for people who are, spirit, have the energy of being out there among the masses, which Aries does have that energy for the most part, depending on your placements, yada, yada, yada. But I feel that right now, this is a time where some of you Aries may be feeling very out of control. And you don't like that. I know this. My daughter is Aries. My ex-husband is Aries. I have a little experience with that. Talk about being, the third leg in a 3-legged stool. But I know you and I love you still. Okay, so what this says, feminine, is in the midst of all this lack of control, just be playful about it. Tap back into the energy of the child. Aries is the first sign of the zodiac and is therefore the baby of the zodiac, and reaches full maturity at the Emperor energy. Got it? Okay, I'm pulling 1 card for Aries here, and this is just for those of you who are Aries, Sun or Rising, from the Sacred Traveler deck. Transformation, a fresh new way of living emerges. Yeah. A fresh new way of living emerges. That's why you're being advised to be playful, clear out the clutter, get rid of what no longer serves in the light of this gorgeous full moon in Libra, which is about balance and returning and harmony and beauty. Oh, that felt good. So let's see. I am working with this new Light Seers Tarot deck. It's not the easiest to shuffle, so sometimes I have to break it into a couple to split the deck and shuffle it separately, but I'm trying it. Yeah, look, it's getting a little better. Okay. So for those who are returning, you know my drill. Masculine, feminine, whichever energy you're in. And if we get through the reading and you feel like you need to swap it, that's fine. It does not invalidate the reading. Wow. Yeah, got a little bit of stickiness here. So I'm going to move these because I already can tell I'm going to need a lot of clarifying room. So what I see here, Aries, before I clarify, I'm just going to let you know what I see. Masculine showing up in the energy of Page of Wands. This is a lighter energy. It is youthful energy and exuberance and passion. It's a message of passion. It's flirtatious. It's spunky and high-spirited. It can also be impulsive. This card in the regular tarot has the energy of, you know, one night stand, acting on impulse, not really being committed. But I'm just going to leave it where it is and say it is kind of fresh start, reigniting, like lighting the match, the flame of passion in this connection. In the past, we had Ace of Wands, right? So we had the Ace of Wands. We had a torch of passion. Not a match. We had a torch. So the fact that we're now at a page tells me that something may have gone on. And the masculine here showing up in the energy of the Emperor. That is Aries energy, as I just described. So we kind of have a reset, a little reignition by the masculine energy. And then in the future, Knight of Swords, mad dash. A mad dash. It can often be sort of getting out over your skis, not really charting your course, but the energy behind it is honest and full of character and integrity. Knight of Swords has a truth to tell, takes action in the name of honesty and truth and integrity and character. So I'm going to leave that there. But look, see, motorcycle's over here. He's kind of running to chase it and jump on it. That's that energy. Feminine shows up also in Aries energy of the Tower. A major life shift right here for this feminine. And that is on this Queen of Cups. Look at this total surrender here in the Queen of Cups. A real giving over on an emotional level is the present energy. So what we really have is an Emperor and a Queen of Cups. So Aries could both be Aries signs. But then we've got this Queen of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Could just be that the feminine is very much in their emotions right now and working to explore how that plays out in the connection. Past energy, King of Wands. This is Aries, Leo, Sag, emphasis on Leo, so we'll have to look at that. And then moving forward, Ten of Cups. You and me, together forever, the end. It's that energy. So I do feel there have been some major shifts here in this connection. Let's go ahead and explore it. Page of Wands for the masculine. It actually feels like this energy. It feels playful. It feels like that sandpiper. There's a King of Wands. Yes, a fresh start in the role of the King of Wands, I believe. Unless the King of Wands is Aries energy. That's very possible. Devil energy. We've got some real... Sun underneath the deck. That's Leo energy. Happiness, joy, protection in your vulnerability. That's what is underlying this part of the reading. But we've got a King of Wands, Devil and King of Pentacles. Clarifying the Page of Wands. That leads me to believe that this Page of Wands is not as evolved as it needs to be. And we've got the Devil energy here. It feels like temptation. Temptation between being in the energy of the King of Wands versus being in the energy of the King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles is life partnership. Stable, rock steady, grounded, reliable, responsible. Right? King of Pentacles is not this. No. King of Pentacles has good boundaries. King of Pentacles knows how to control the urges. King of Wands, not so much. I love me a King of Wands, don't get me wrong. There's no shame in the game for King of Wands, but there is if they are leading from their lower vibration, which can be possessive, it can be manipulative, it can be demanding, it can be, right? It can be seductive. So I do feel while this Page of Wands energy is coming forward, it's sort of to me feeling like, let's have a do-over in the passion realm and let me show you that I can be more responsible. But it almost feels like there's a little bit of a tug of war. And underneath the whole thing is a masculine who's looking for their happiness. I'm going to read the feminine first before I clarify. What these cards here represent is how each counterpart is moving through the connection. That's why it's like a month overview. Feminine, Tower energy here. Why is the Tower here for this feminine, please? And underneath the deck for the feminine is the Ace of Cups. Now we have the Sun and the Ace of Cups. Happiness and a divine gift of my cup runneth over. On an emotional level, it is the ultimate in a love story, right? But this is a feminine who is having a moment where the ground feels like it's shifting under their feet. And there's a sense of loss, grief, sadness, regrets from the past, or just a feeling of mournful energy over what has been lost. Look at this person is focusing on the 3 cups that are knocked over, but this is the 5 of cups, and the other 2 are right behind that figure. So all hope is not lost, but the feminine can't see that right now. Right now the focus is on what's gone wrong, past energy. Really wanting to work together, really wanting to transmute the energy in this connection from, you, me, and spirit, like a normal relationship to something that's spectacular. Co-created with spirit. So there is an effort to think about working together, but there's really not any communication. This is a feminine who may be hiding their feelings, really relying on their intuition, their spiritual connection. This is the energy of Pisces, by the way, but it's just, it is about not needing to talk, really needing to go within and connect on a spiritual level to receive the guidance that this feminine is seeking. Might be what brought you here, as a matter of fact. But underneath the whole thing is, I want a brand new opportunity at love. What that might mean is a different love story or a new shot at this connection. Got it? So now we see how the 2 of you show up. Ace of Wands. In the past, oh my God, this card is so beautiful. Look at that third eye. The flame. Oof. Nope. So there was, right, exactly. Fear with regard to the twin. masculine in the past, could be recent, could be long ago, it depends on your storyline. This Ace of Wands, a brand new opportunity at passion, something very inspirational. It's like inspired passion. Kind of comes on fast and furious. It feels intense, very singular in its nuances. And that threw the masculine into a tailspin. This is the oh my God, oh my God, oh my God card of anxiety, losing sleep over it. It's this whole Ace of Wands experience was almost unmanageable on a mental level for the masculine. And so what did the masculine do? Pull back. Guard, 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 guard. Right? Four of Pentacles is about, it is stuck energy, but it's because you drag everything that you value right close to, holding your cards close to your chest is what this card is. And I just feel that the masculine in this case had too many fears. Moon energy, Pisces energy there, too many fears. That's what's driving this underneath the deck. With regard to the twin flame soulmate, Four of Wands, 1111. So I get a clear picture of what went down in the past. Let's take a look at where they are now, standing in the energy of the Emperor, but sort of presenting a Page of Wands energy, which is a little less evolved. You know, it isn't a king. King's over here. And King's up here. Oh my God, this reading. Emperor, Ace of Wands. So now I feel like we are dealing with a masculine who had a temporary panic attack, a temporary like pull back, running from, you know, it's like you can run but you can't hide. Here's the well, if I can't hide, I might as well just own it. This tells me that, yes, strength, more Leo energy. We're dealing with a masculine who's going to persevere, who is courageous and brave in facing this connection, meeting it at its own intensity level. Moving forward for this masculine is Knight of Swords energy. Really taking action, coming in with their Knight of Swords and Knight of Cups. Heart on the sleeve and the sword of truth in their hand and moving at top flight speed. Ready to lay down the burdens of the past. This Ten of Wands is just the end of a burdensome chapter, so I get the impression that there's been some burden. Like, I'm not necessarily feeling something was very painful for the masculine, but I do feel it was painful for the feminine, and still is right now. And this feminine's way of dealing with it is to not really communicate, to kind of shut down, retreat, go within to try to work through it. But the masculine in the future is ready to just offload the negative energy, the drama of it all, Hierophant, and commit. Beautiful. Wow. Feminine in the past, King of Wands. So we know who that is. Yeah, that didn't go well, did it? Seriously, can't even make it up. I can't. I get this so clearly, it's crazy. King of Wands, Ten of Swords, Empress. This masculine in the energy of the King of Wands in the past. The one who kind of shied away from the Ace of Wands, but who's open to it now. And who's trying to release their control or toxic, oh my gosh. They're like impulse control. Trying to shift out of King of Wands and into King of Pentacles. And here's what happened when they were in King of Wands. It did not go well. This was not fun for this feminine. And I'm only saying that so that those of you who are here as the feminine understand that I get that. But if you're here as the masculine, it helps you, peek a little bit. Yeah, this might have been a masculine who returned from the past too impulsively. Knight of Wands, Sagittarian energy. Kind of came in fast and furious, swept the feminine up off their feet. Gave signs and signals that everything was full speed ahead, and then it came as quick as it raced in, it raced out. This is impulse. This is somebody cycling back through, but not being ready to commit. No staying power. Well, guess where we're shifting to? Knight of Swords, Knight of Cups, Ten of Wands. Let's lay down that burden and commitment. I'm going to shift these around because I know I'm going to need space for the extended. So, all right. Queen of Cups. Present energy of this feminine. Emotional availability. Very much in the energy of surrender. Compassionate. Co-creative at higher dimensional levels. Very spiritual. Very warm. After all this feminine has been through, I think it's a great tribute to the feminine that they are stepping in this connection in the energy of Queen of Cups to meet this Emperor. Yeah. You know what's coming. You've manifested this. That Queen of Cups, manifester, yep. And Ten of Cups is the outcome, or the moving forward, I should say. Not really outcome, but how this will unfold for this feminine. Oh, and by the way, what's under the deck? The Emperor. Ten of Cups with the Emperor. Wow, you guys are pretty aligned. Emotional contentment between divine feminine and divine masculine. That's occurring right now. Reignition of passion, perseverance. Whew. What I just say, you're manifesting it. Ships are coming in. Ten of Cups is coming in for this feminine. One more card, please. There's a little bit of stuck energy. I think some of you feminines may be overthinking things. Eight of Swords. Don't overthink things or you will block that manifesting energy. So what I recommend is that if you're watching this in the energy of the full moon, which is going to be with us for a while, just so you know, journal out real quickly that you're releasing the energy of overthinking, that you're releasing being trapped in a prison of your own making. Release it, let it go. Definitely. All right, my dears, I'm going to take this deck, and in the extended, I will be looking at, I'm pulling 3 cards just like I did for you guys here separately, just for the connection, how that's all coming together. I'm also pulling cards for how, what you're trying to communicate to each other energetically, like what aren't you saying? And then a card which represents advice to you from spirit, your higher self, as well as an outcome card, but the outcome cards lately have kind of been like the next step, what you can expect to happen next, not really a far off prediction. So if this is speaking to you, dear Aries, the link to the extended is below. There's also a link there to the Priestess Lounge, which is a private Facebook group. And I welcome you to join us there. We're over 200 members now. This is the only place where that is being advertised at all. There is one question, but it's a checkbox. It just asks you where you are on your twin flame soulmate journey. It's a checkbox. Check it and you get automatic access. And I look forward to seeing you there. Please stay safe. I'm holding you in the energy of safety and health and protection always for you and those you love. And I'll see you on the other side. Bye, Aries.